Is that live right now?
Our first senior joined the team a year and a half ago.
All right, Kofi P here.
He will be graduating this fall.
This is senior night. We're going to have our senior night ceremonies right now as you hear Patrick Alvarado with the announcement right now.
His family for their support. And his favorite memory of the team will be his first practice, the way everyone had welcomed him to joining the team, and the way everyone was just excited to have him there because he was there. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to number 5, Richard Costco.
So the first senior, Richard Costco. He'll be graduating in the fall 2026 with a degree in mechanical engineering technology. Rich would like to thank his family for their support. His favorite memory with the team is his first practice, the way everyone welcomed him to the team, and the way everyone has been just excited to have him as he was to be there.
Our next senior, first step on the ice when he was 3 years old. The game had been building for him ever since. Through house leagues such as the WU, Verona, Glenbridge, juniors, and now the Highlanders. He's graduating this fall with a degree in mechanical engineering technology. Hockey taught him what he's made of. To show up when you're beat up, how to dig for when your pitch and your legs are gone, how to battle it out just for yourself and the guys beside you. He liked to thank his mom and dad for every early morning, every long drive, every sacrifice they made so that he could chase this game. What he will carry with him aren't the scores and the stats, but the locker room, the laughs, the brotherhood, and knowing that he gave everything he had for something bigger than himself. Please give a round of applause to your alternate captain, number 6, Anton Martino.
All right, the next senior is alternate captain Anton Martino. He will graduate the fall 2026 with a degree in mechanical engineering technology. He would like to thank his mom and dad for every early morning, every long drive, and every sacrifice they made so he can chase this game. Again. Oh, I thought she was.
Our next senior has been in the program since 2021. He's been able to enjoy all 5 years as a captain with multiple players and coaches and shared many memories and lessons with over the years. He'd like to especially thank the current and former players of the team that have mentored him and have shown him the true leadership qualities that he strives to attain today. He'd like to thank all his coaches and previous captains, Liliano, Bob, Adrian, and Dennis, for all their work over the years. He'd also like to thank our play-by-play Kofi for announcing every home game, and myself, Patrick, for enunciating his name correctly over the years while playing for NJIT. He'd like to especially thank his parents and his sister Marcella and girlfriend Vita for their endless supports and sacrifices. He will never forget the fun times he had to spend in the penalty box with his sister. He will be graduating with a civil master's in construction management. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our captain, number 17, Sal.
Our next senior is the captain, Sal Michike. He will never forget the fun times he had to spend in the penalty box with his sister. Sal will be graduating with a civil master's in construction management. All right, our next senior is John Pinkham. He'll be graduating with a degree in business. He wants to thanks to his mom and his dad for who supported him throughout his college and made it possible for him to attend NJIT.
And our next senior has been with the NJIT program for the past 5 years. He will be graduating this spring with a degree in computer technology. He'd like to thank his parents for their continued support of both his academic and hockey careers. He would also like to thank coaches Dennis and Adrian for their work in running the team, and his teammates for making his NJIT ice hockey career an enjoyable experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for alternate captain number 25, Paul Wentworth.
Our next senior is alternate captain Paul Wendland. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in computer technology. He'd like to thank his parents for their continued support in both his academic and hockey careers. He would also like to thank Dennis, Adrian for their work running the team, and his teammates for making his NJIT ice hockey career an enjoyable experience. And as you see, all the seniors getting lined up for their photos. So once again, we'd like to congratulate the seniors, John Pinkham, Paul Wendland, Anton Martino, Salman Chike, and Richard Costco. So there'll be one more picture. There'll be a picture with the seniors as well as the coaches. So the parents are going back to the stands.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one last round of applause for our graduating class of 2026.
All right, that will do it for the senior night festivities. We'll be right back in a few minutes for pregame for this matchup between the NJIT Highlanders and the TCNJ Lions. Test. 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 All right. All right, hello everyone. This is Kofi Apia once again here at the RWJ Barnabas South Hockey House for tonight's matchup between the NJIT Highlanders and the TCNJ Lions here on senior night. If you're here for the ceremony watching online, the Highlanders honored seniors Richard Costco, Sam Chike, Anton Martino, John Pinkham, and Paul Wendland. And all five will be in the starting lineup tonight. For the Highlanders, they're 8-7-1 overall in ACHA play, and look to avenge their loss to the same TCNJ team back on November 23rd at the Cy at Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Meanwhile, on the other end, TCNJ, they are 1-17. Their only win in this season came against the Highlanders back on the aforementioned 11-23. So the Highlanders are looking to avenge that defeat. Meanwhile, TCNJ, it's been a very difficult season for them, so they're hoping to get their second win of the season. Starting goaltenders tonight for the Lions, it will be Matthew Schrader. He's 0-4 with a 13.16 goals against average and a .793 save percentage in 6 games this season. Meanwhile, for the Highlanders, it will be Elliot Markin. He is 7-5-1 with a 4.53 goals against average and a .883 save percentage in 14 games so far this season. So for the Highlanders, this will be their final weekend of the season. They will have one more game after this one. It will be against the Stack Spartans in a big, and I mean big, MCHC game tomorrow afternoon. We'll get to more details on that game throughout the broadcast. So there is the buzzer. And we will take it to the PA announcer for the Highlanders, Patrick Alvarado.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us on our senior night for tonight's matchup between TCNJ and Newark NJIT Highlanders. First, the starting lineup for visiting TCNJ. Starting on defense, number 10, Nate Cochran. Also on defense, number 44, RJ Barnabas.
All right, that was your last national anthem. The officials for tonight's game, the referees will be Matt Peace and Evan Ortolani, and the lines will be Chase Natal. So there will only be 2 referees and 1 linesman for tonight's game. So as I said at the top, this is the second meeting between these 2 teams. In the first meeting, it was a tight game up until the second period where TCNJ got 2 goals and they ended up winning the game by a score of 5-2. Elliot Market only played in the first period of that game. And I talked to the head coach, Dennis Okoyak, if that's going to be the similar plan. And he said that will be, as obviously they have a big game tomorrow and you want Elliot to be a starting goaltender for that. So we'll see the backup, Christian Cortez, at some point, and that'll be his first appearance of the season when he's into the game. Starting lineups for the Lions will be Cochran, Abadi Marco, Kaplan, Soltis, Arhart, and Schrader in net. And for the Hounds, it'll be Wendland, Bergen, Costco, Michike, Pickham, and Markin and net. It'll be Soltis and Michike on the draw, and we're underway here at RWJ. So Martino has it. He'll flick it to neutral ice. Cross ice to Cochran. Cochran back to Abadi Marco. Abadi Marco will move in. Battle along the right wall. Wendland not even keep it, get out as the puck is still in the Honda zone around the left wall now. Now played by Pinkham, couldn't clear. And now Martino will swing it out to Michike. And now here's Michike, big drive, blocked by Abadi Marco. Now the puck back in neutral ice where it's played by Martino. And he'll throw it back in to the line zone. Schrader will play it in behind. Both teams will make changes. And now Abadi Marco with the puck. He'll loft it to neutral ice. Now played by Martino. Bounce off to Bergen. Bergen will pull it all the way back down into the line zone, but it'll be icing on the Highlanders. As there's 18:57 left to go in the first period. No shots on goal so far in the game. So it'll be Kindler and Clay on the draw. Kindler wins the draw. Rodriguez will hand it to Miller. Now able to get it out on the Highlanders. And now Clayton moves in. Clayton trying to cut in front. Now he's in behind. And now he's at the left circle. He'll give it to Martino. Try to get back to Clayton. Could not connect. And now John with the puck. John swings it around. That drive deflected. And it goes wide. And that shot coming from Bergen at the right points. Now the puck in behind. Now played by Chris Miller. Miller trying to clear it. The Highlanders able to keep it in. Puck battle on that left corner boards. Etienne trying to get it, he can't. And now the puck rolls to the left wall. The Highlanders able to keep it in. And now Miller will have it for the lines, and he'll put it out to neutral ice, where it's played by Martino. Martino cross ice to John. John able to handle. He'll bounce it off of a Ross shirt, and the Highlanders, they'll make a change. Rodriguez, lead pass. And now behind now Bergen. As the lines, they'll make a change. And behind now Bergen. Swings it to the right wall. Now Bergen able to regain. So now John Pinkham has it. Out to Etienne. Trying to return pass. Could not connect. As he's taken down, that'll be a delay penalty coming up against the Lions. The touch is made by Calabrese. And that'll be an interference penalty against the Lions. So the Highlanders will go on the power play for the first time in the game. And the penalty will go to Christian Sokolowski. So the Highlanders on the power play. as their power play percentage is at 19.3. Penalty kill for the Lions at 75.9. So the Lions trying to get some good time here, shorthanded. Puck rolls. No icing. Play will continue. That'll allow the Lions to clear all the way back down. So Sokolowski for interference at 2:41 of the first. Now the Hounders moving the puck. Now Etienne with the puck. Down now, that shot saved by Schrader. Rebound loose in front, and he's able to hang on to that one. So minute 5 to go to the power play, and that's the first shot on the goal for the Highlanders. Off the draw. That big drive by Martino, save made by Schrader. And now the puck, Bergen and his neutral ice. He'll throw it back in. Off the inboards. Now cleared by Celia. And now Martino will play the puck with 38 seconds left to go to the power play. He moves in. He's trying to cut in front, but being defended well by Miller in front. So one save by Schrader. As right in front was Brandon Clayton, and Schrader made a big save there on the power play. Big drive there, blocked by the Lions. And now, Martino, right point, big drive, saved by Schrader, rebound, and he's able to cover that one up. So the Hounders have 4 shots on goal so far on this power play. But Schrader's made 4 saves so far. Now off the tie-up, that one off the side of the net, and Schrader able to cover that one. All right. Another face-off win for the Hounders. The penalty expires, so the Hounders will be 0-for-1 on the power play. But it was a good one so far. And now Pinkham at the left wall. One of the shot does not get through. And now Giants at the right circle. Could not get a shot off. Cocker will throw it around the left wall. So now Emery Marshall bumped off the puck by Michael Rodriguez. A big hit by John. That's going to be a penalty coming up against the Highlanders. With that hit on Abadi Marco. So that will allow the Lions to have the power play for the first time in the game. So for the Lions, their power play is at 9.8%. The Highlanders' penalty kill is at 69.2%. Off the tie-up. Cochran has it at the left point. Cross ice to Abadi Marco. Now back to Cochran. Cochran shot. Does not get through. Kaplan to Abadi Marco. This shot goes wide. And it goes all the way back down, so John will go off for Borden at 5:12. So here's Kaplan with speed. Kaplan couldn't get a pass off, so it was all back down. Schrader wanted to play it in his own zone with a minute 22 left to go in the power play. Puck all the way back down. Now played by Michael Rodriguez. Rodriguez outlets to Arhart. Arhart will pivot to the left point. Taken away by the Highlanders, and they're able to clear it back down. So now allow both teams to make changes. And now here's Nick Calabrese. A lot of speed. He'll backhand it in. Off of Bergen, and he's able to clear it all back down. So down low with the puck. With 28 seconds left to go to the power play, he'll swing it around the boards. D'Onofrio had it momentarily. Now throw it in front. Now back on his shot. Glove save made by Markin. He'll hang on. So that was Chris Miller with that shot, not Abadi Marco. In the event, that's 2 shots on goal, 2 saves for Markin. 15 seconds left to go on the power play for the Lions. 13:02 left to go in the first. Still no score here at the RWJ Barnabas Hockey House. Final seconds here. In front was Rodriguez, could not get a shot off. And cleared down by the Highlanders, and that will do it for the power play. So both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play so far in the game. And behind now Markin, he'll leave it for Bergen. Bergen able to get by a couple of defensemen. Throw back in by Miller. In behind now Martino. Now allow the Lions to make a change. Now Pinkham. Out to Marshall. He couldn't handle it. And now it's Bergen. He moves in a shot. Right on, saved by Schrader. Now John swings one, save made by Schrader. Now throw it back in by the Highlanders. Schrader falls down, but he's able to recover in behind. Buck around the left wall. Play by Wendland. His shot. Believe that just missed Schrader. And now Abadi Marco with the puck in behind. He'll bounce off the left wall. Wendland able to just keep it in. And now able to get it out is Abadi Marco. Now going back down, but no icing as it was deflected off a Highlander stick, so play will continue. Now Martino in behind as both teams make changes. So going to set up the attack, the rush. The Lions able to keep it in. Whether they able to bounce it back to the right wall. The Lions able to keep it in. And now Soltis shot save made. So the Highlanders had a little difficulty getting the puck out of the zone. Right, Soltis had a shot from the right circle, but Markin able to make the save. All right off the face-off. Now battle on the left wall. Etienne trying to get the puck. Now rolls to the end wall. Etienne able to regain the puck. He tries to get out to Bergen. Could not handle. Bergen able to just chip it along back to neutral ice, where it's played by Chris Miller. Miller with bounce it off the glass. Back in the Highlanders zone. Played by Martino in behind. Being defended by Solotis. And he'll bounce it to Clayton. Out to Mitch K. Mitch K. He'll loop it in. Able to get that first Solotis. And just able to keep it in. Bergen. But now here come the Lions. Up a 3-on-1 here. Now in front is Arhart. He shoots and the save by Marker. The rebound, and he makes another save. Miller able to keep it in. And behind Al Martino, swinging around the left wall. Kept in by Solotis. And now Bergen has the puck. Out to Mitch K. Mitch K, bumped by Logue. And now here comes Arhart. His shot, blocking away by Markin. As the Lions make another change here, as we are halfway through the first period. Still no score here at the RWJ Barnabas South Hockey House. I think we'll throw it back into the TCNJ zone. Now all the Hounders make a change. Now Marshall, he couldn't keep it onside, so that will cause a whistle. So the faceoff will be just outside the TCNJ zone. The Hounders do control the draw. Now battle on the left wall at neutral ice. Throw back in by the Lions. And then Wally will play it in behind. He'll bounce it off the wall. Kept it by the Lions. That shot for the point by Abadi Marco goes wide. Kept it by Celia. And now able to get out is Bergen. Now Bergen, it could be a 3-1 for the Highlanders, and there'll be offside called on NJIT. So an opportunity for a 3-1 was halted by the officials. We're 9:03 left to go in the first. The Highlanders do win the draw, but it goes all the way back down to the Highlander zone. Now John has the puck. He tries to push it along. And now the one is Calabrese. He'll put it into the Highlander zone. Throw it back down by Wetland. But that'll be ice on the Highlanders. So the faceoff will go back down to their zone. Off the tie-up, puck rolls to the left wall. John gets there first. Being defended by Rosshirt. He's able to get it down. No ice there. It was deflected off of TCNJ stick. So that means Schrader will have to leave it for Miller. Miller will bounce off the wall. Now played by Sokolowski, but he couldn't handle, and that allows Martino to throw it back in. Schrader will stick it aside. Battle on the right wall. The Hounders able to keep it in. Martino's shot goes wide. So Miller skating it out. Miller gains the line. And now Miller trying to cut in front. Now he's in behind. Trying to center. Blocked by Wetland. Wetland trying to get to Costco. Could not connect. And the puck is shot out of play by that was, I believe, D'Onofrio that shot that out of play. With 7:54 left to go. Still no score here. Much like the game back on November the 23rd, where there was no score after winning that game. So we'll see how the last 7:54 is played here in the first. Off the tie-up. And now Kaplan has it for the Lions. He tries to get by the defense. He can't, but he's able to regain the puck at the right corner boards. Both off the puck by Martino. Now he has to end behind, being defended by Martino once again. Now the puck rolls to the right wall. Now a battle on that right wall. Trying to dig it feeds Kaplan. And now Arha has it at the right circle. This shot gloved by Markin. Berger will swing it around the wall. And now it's out to neutral ice where it's played by Cochran. Now Mitch can't try to move in front, but he's only able to push the puck along into the TCNJ zone. Highlanders able to keep it in. And Manny Marco out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the right wing, loses possession of the puck, and it's played by Bergen. Out to Etienne. Etienne able to get by one. His shot goes wide. As here's Rodriguez with the puck. Rodriguez poked away by Bergen. His weak shot does not get through, and that allows Mitchell with the puck. And now Mitchell with speed. Mitchell trying to cut in front. A backhander goes wide. One way to hit Rostert, and that will be icing on TCNJ with 6:25 left to go in the first. Off the tie-up. Puck at the left wall. It's controlled by Rodriguez once again. Outlets to Rosher. Rosher back it into the Highlanders zone. And behind now is Market. He'll leave it for Wendland. He'll swing it to Bergen. Bergen looking at outlet. Couldn't handle a John Pickham, and that allows TCNJ to keep it in. Now Rodriguez with the slot. His shot is blocked. And now here's Marshall with the puck. Marshall able to pitch it in. Puck goes to the left wall, where it's played by Costco. Tries to give it to Marshall. Marshall tries to throw it in front, and now Rostert will try to get it out. Kept in by Bergen. Bergen will pivot course to neutralize. And now he'll go back into the TCNJ zone. He'll try to cut in front. Costco take it down. And the officials did not see that puck. As you can hear, some of the NJIT fans did not agree with that non-call. And now Michigan with the steal. Michigan shot. Off the blocker of Schrader and out of play. Off the tie-up, Wendland shot. Glove saved by Schrader. So Bisolitis and Michigan the draw once again. Puck still loose at the left circle. Now controlled by Etienne. Etienne taken away by Arhart. Now the puck rolls to the end wall where it's played by Solitis. He'll swing it around the right wall. Able to keep it against Martino. But now the puck back out to neutralize. And Arhart will backhand it into the Highlander zone where it's played by Wendland. Wendland will bounce off the right wall. The line's able to keep it in. Battle on that right wall. And now Arhart has it. His shot hits the glass. Kept in by D'Onofrio at the left point. Now the puck rolls to the right corner boards. So now Wendland has it. They'll give it out to Martino, taken away by Solitis. And Cochran able to keep it in. And now here's Brandon Clayton. And now played by Solitis. The late penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Highlanders. Actually, no, that wasn't a delay penalty. My mistake. That was offside. So the Highlanders are able to tag up. And now Martino in behind with 3:40 left to go in the first. Still no score here at the RWJ between these two teams. This is the last non-MCHG game the Highlanders will play this season. The Lions make a change. Bound for the puck at neutral ice. Now played by Bergen. Berg at the left circle. Taken away by Kindler. Now John has it. His shot blocked by Arhart. Throw back down by the Lions. Will they have enough for icing? It is not. Battle on the in behind. Now John has it at the left quarter boards. He's still trying to get the puck, and now he's able to get it out. Being defended hard, and he's able to loop it into the TCNJ zone. So now Rodriguez has it. Absorbs the hit from Costco. Costco able to take it away, and he'll put it back into the line zone. That's Costco and Rodriguez. They battle. So both Rodriguez and Costco will head to the penalty box. So it'll be 4-4 for the next 2 minutes. So that's going to be for most of this first period here. And now here is Mitch K. His shot hits the glass. So both will go for cross-checking, Costco and Rodriguez. And that penalty comes at, those penalties come at 17:41. That shot from Martino was deflected. Martino able to keep it in, and now we'll go back down. So here's Martino with the puck. He's trying to get into the TCNJ zone. He's able to do so. He can't get by the defense. Cochran is able to clear it down. That'll be icing on TCNJ with a minute 31 left to go and a minute 12 on its 4-4. So the 4 on for the Highlanders, it will be Mitch K, Clayton, Bergen, and Martino. So Arhart trying to clear it. Kept in by Bergen. Well, Cochran now has the puck, and it'll go off of Kaplan's stick all the way back down into the NJIT zone. And behind now is Martino swinging around the right wall. Battle on the left quarter boards. The right quarter boards, and it's played by Mitch K. With a burst of speed, find him here in the first. He gains the line. Now Martino, Mitch K shot blocked by Abedi Marco. Penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Lions, so it's going to be 4-3 for the next 32 seconds. So it'll be Abedi Marco will go off at 19:09. So the Highlanders will have their second power play, 0-for-1. Now Bergen out to Martino. Martino's shot does not get through. It was deflected. Now Bergen at the left point. Now Clayton in front to Etienne. He couldn't get a shot in front. So now Arhart able to get out to neutral ice. And now we'll do it for the 4-3. And now here's Martino's shot off the mask of Schrader with 10 seconds left to go. And out in front, saved by Madrid, the rebound. It's still loose and bang out the air by Sarotis. Final seconds, and that will do it for the first period as the Highlanders nearly took a 1-0 lead on the power play. And they have 1:09 left to go on their power play to start the second period. Shots were 10-6 in the period. That might change. So that might change here. So that'll do it for the first period. A very entertaining first period here on senior night, as there's no score between the Lions and the Highlanders. We'll be right back with the second period as well as the Alvarado analysis. You're watching NJIT Hockey on YouTube. All right, Kofi P back here at the RWJ Barnabas South Hockey House with the NJIT Highlanders and the TCNJ Lions are scoreless after one period of play. Shots go are 11-6 in favor of the Highlanders. It is a period of long change. So that means Schrader is to my right and Markin is to my left. So a bit surprised here. So I talked to head coach Dennis Sekoyak. He told me that at some point Christian Cortez would start. I'm guessing he's waiting to see how the game progresses here in the second. Because back on November the 23rd, he went with Noah Gibb to start that second period. So we'll see if Cortez actually does come in. I suspect he will. But we'll see how the second period starts as it's underway. So the Highlanders still have a bit of more than a minute left to go on this power play. Now there's less than a minute left to go on the power play. It is their second of the game. They're 0 for 1. So now Mitch K with speed. He's at the left circle. Now he bounces the puck off the end wall. Now Etienne at the right circle. The right wall. Now Bergen at the left circle. Now to Mitch K. Back to Bergen. Bergen out to Clayton. Now back to Bergen. With 20 seconds left to go to the power play. Clayton cross ice to Bergen. Bergen shot. In front. Etienne trying to move it. Try to center. And the Highlanders able to keep it in. And now Martino drops it to Mitch K. Now swings it to Martino. Martino shot. Glove save made by Schrader. With a second left to go on the power play. So the Highlanders with a lot of passing on that power play. And they only had that one shot on goal. So the Highlanders will likely be 0 for 2 here on the power play so far in the game today. Off the tie-up. Kept it by Bergen. Now do it for the power play. So the Highlanders are 0 for 2. And Betty Marco out of the belly box. Shot saved by Schrader. The rebound. Clayton not able to head on. He pushes it wide. Now Michigan, his shot goes wide. Now Michigan another shot. Saved made by Schrader. And now Rodriguez has the puck for the Lions. Now at Betty Marco, just on the penalty box, trying to move in front. Now in front, shot, and it's the post. And that shot from Kindler hits the post. Now the puck still loose in front. Now Kindler battling with Wendland, the two number 25s. Now battle on the left wall. And now here's Bergen. And he'll throw it in. And behind now Schrader as both teams make changes here early in the second. Now Logue will swing it around the left wall. Calabrese able to keep it. And now he gives that to Logue. Now Logue up the right way. Logue in front. And Marker makes the save. That one on D'Onofrio. And Welland kept it by Calabrese. Calabrese, his shot goes wide. Now D'Onofrio. He'll swing it around. To the right wall, too far Rodriguez, kept it by Cochran. Now back to Rodriguez in the right circle. Poked away by John. He's able to swing it to neutral ice. Now played by Cochran at neutral ice. Cross ice to D'Onofrio. He can't handle, and the out is already to poke it into the TCNJ zone. Race for loose puck. Get it first is John. John battling Cochran in behind. He throws it in front. Taken away by D'Onofrio. Delay penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Highlanders. It'll be Costco for a trip, and that'll be his second penalty of the game. The Lions will go on the power play for the second time in the game. They're 0 for 1. So Costco will go off for tripping at 3:05. So it'll be Mitchie K, and I believe that's Kaplan on the draw. The Honda's able to win it, and they clear it all back down. Schrader will leave it for Miller. Miller will give it to Arhart. Arhart outlets to Abadi Marco. He'll pitchfork it in. Not behind. And now Solitis out to Abadi Marco at the left point. And now he moves into the left circle. He'll stop. He'll try to center. It was blocked. And now Arhart in behind. He'll give it back to Abadi Marco. Cross ice to Miller. Miller shot saved by Market, and he's able to dive on the rebound. So a minute 17 left to go in the power play. Still no score here at the RWJ Barnabas South Hockey House between the Highlanders and the Lions. This is their second meeting between these two teams. TCNJ won their first meeting 5-2 back on November the 23rd. Be Mitchie K and believe that's Kindler in the draw. One by the Highlanders. All the way back down once again. Played by Schrader in behind. Minute 8 left to go in the power play. Miller has the puck in behind. So Miller up the left wing. Miller shot. Sticked away by Markin. Off the glass. Martino presses Kindler to the boards. Now behind Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to center. Puck still is in behind. Rodriguez taken away by Mitchie K. Now Mitchie K is speed, short-handed. Mitchie K shot, saved by Schrader, rebound, off the basket, Schrader. So here's D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio, glove save, able to mark it. He'll hang on to that one. Well, off the tie-up. Able to poke it away is John Pickham. Final seconds here on the power play. Throw it back into the NJIT zone. And now Sokolowski. Out to Abadi Marco. Shot saved by Marco. The rebound. It's corralled by Bergen. He posts it to the right wall. And now the puck back out to neutral ice. So now Bergen has the puck. Couldn't handle it first. Now he's able to cross ice to Wendland at his own zone. Wendland will throw it in. And behind now is Schrader. He was able to slow it down. And now the puck's at the left corner boards. And they're to throw it down. Puck out of play. As Eric Marshall, see the fans here complain about a holding call that was not detected by the officials. Either they didn't detect it or they just didn't want to call it. In any event, that's the second time that the NJIT side has complained about the officiated here as the puck goes back down to neutral ice. The puck's still loose. Abadi Marco had the puck over Taylor, but taken away, and now Cochran has it at his own zone. Cochran trying to hit Calabrese, couldn't connect, and now Calabrese will throw it back into the NJIT zone. So Wendland out to Martino. Marshall at the right wall. Calabrese overskates. And now John Pinkham will swing it around to the right wall. Kept in by the lines. That shot save made. That shot coming from Cochran. Just top of the right circle. And a penalty coming up. So I'm confused. The penalty's on the lines, but the Highlanders had the puck, and they blow the whistle. So I don't know why they did that. In any event, the Highlanders will go back on the power play for the third time in the game. So Kaplan will go off at 6:35. The Highlanders will go back on the power play for the third time in the game. They're 0 for 2. Now here's Berg at the left point. Now that shot saved by Schrader. That shot coming from Brady Clayton. So Kaplan will go off for tripping at 6:35. So Martino will play with 1:25 left to go on the power play. Still no score here in the second. Now here's Bergen. Bergen moves in. He'll leave it for Clayton. Clayton shot saved by Schrader. Rebound. Still loose, and Schrader to handle cover. And now, Abby DeMarco bounces off the wall. And now Martino will have to play in his own zone. Less than a minute left to go on the power play. So now Bergen will swing it back to Martino in behind. Martino cross ice to Mishke. Mishke able to handle, and now he has the puck. He's at the right circle. He'll pivot and spin. Martino at the right point. Now Martino, his shot goes wide. Now Etienne has the puck. Etienne out to Martino. Martino at the midpoint. His shot, saved by Schrader, rebound, still loose in front, and now Bergen has it. Bergen back out to Martino at the point. Now Martino, another shot, saved by Schrader, rebound, still loose, and poking away on the Lions. The Highlanders able to keep it in. 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Long able to take it away. Long final seconds, and that will do it. So the Highlanders once again 0 for 3 on the power play, but they had a couple of good opportunities, but Schrader was able to make the save. Poked away by Cochran, and Cochran kept him up. Mission K. And now Solitis has the puck. As once again, as you hear, the NJIT crowd not happy with the officials. That shot from Rodriguez saved by Market, and he'll hang on to it. And now there's some pushing and shoving after the whistle. So it's senior night. Obviously, emotions are very high here. But I have to say, the officials, they're just not calling. They're not making calls here. I don't know if it's the term that derisively called in hockey, the game management. But there will be penalties here. So Solitis and Martino will go off. So we're going to play 4-4 for the next 2 minutes here. And now there's Kaplan. Kaplan tried to cut in, but Wendland able to cancel him out of the play. So D'Onofrio out to Miller. Miller's shot hits the glass. And the puck rolls to neutral ice. Now played by Arhart. Arhart gains the line. Poked away. Nice poke away by Bergen. Able to keep it in on the Lions. And that shot from D'Onofrio is blocked. Again, as you hear, the officials are not, the NJIT fans are not happy with the officials tonight. Marshall out to pick him off the stick of Miller, off the glass, but into the line zone. So now Arhart has the puck. Arhart gains the line, poked away by Wendland, but he's able to regain the puck. His shot deflected, and now a penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Highlanders. And it's going to be Paul Wendland. So Wendland will go off for tripping at 10-22. So TCNJ, they have opportunity to go on the power play. And I see Dennis Okoyak and both Adrian Watt are talking to the officials. Obviously, they're not happy with some of the missed calls. And obviously, Dennis Okoyak telling the fans here to, watch for the language. Obviously, the officials, they can call a sportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Highlanders as a result. So obviously, emotions are very, very high here. Obviously, senior night, so obviously the fans here at the RWJ, they just have to, understand they're frustrated the officials, but you can't let that negatively affect the team. Now Cochran, he moves the shot, saved by Markin. So Wendland will go off for hooking at 10:22. So puck in behind. That's Kindler. Deflected off of John and out of play. So there's 14 seconds left to go on the 4-3, and after that will be a 5-on-4 advantage for the Lions. Now John able to lift that all the way back down. Schrader will play that. So now it's a 5-on-4. And Matty Marco, he moves in with speed. Poked away by Bergen. And Michigan able to clear it down. So there's a minute 5 left to go on the power play for the Lions. Now Rodriguez. His shot deflected off the stick of Bergen and out of play. So Solotis and Michigan the draw. Minute left to go on the power play. Now Miller at the midpoints. Miller's shot right on, save made by Markin. So I told the head coach Travis Benny of the Lions. He said that really the reason why they're 1-17, they're playing in the Colonial States College Hockey Conference, and many of you Highlanders fans know about that was the conference that the Highlanders were in before they moved back down to Division III. It's a very difficult league, so that's why they've been struggling. But obviously they've had a good effort so far tonight. Kaplan will swing it around. Now Miller at the left wall. Miller looking to center. He's at the left circle now. He'll give it to D'Onofrio. Big drive. Goes wide. Hits the glass specifically. And now Bergen has it. Bergen gains the line. Now Bergen the slot. His shot. Deflected. Hits the glass. So that would do it for the Lions power play. They're 0 for 3 as well. So both teams made changes with 7:22 left to go in the second. Still no score here. Lonely pass. Could not connect with Bergen. Off the stick of Miller, so that's why play will continue. So that will allow the Highlanders to make another change. Miller. This pass intercepted by Wendland. Wendland will throw it back in. Now Etienne now. Etienne is sandwiched. Buck still loose at the left circle. Now played by Solotis. And the Highlanders not even keep it in, so they had to tag up. Alright, able to throw it back down into the NJIT zone. TCNJ now make a change. Solotis' shot is taken away by Martino, and he'll put it out to neutral ice where it's played by Marshall. Marshall will put it in. Now Abadi Marco out to Sokolowski. Sokolowski gets the shot off as he was hit by Wendland, and Markin able to make the save. So that will do it for Elliott Market. And now coming into the game is Christian Cortez for the first time in the season. He's a junior out of Edison, New Jersey. He's 6 foot. Throw it back in. So Christian Cortez will get his first appearance of the season. We knew that he would get the opportunity late in the season. So we'll see how he does here. Now Abadi Marco is offside. And Cortez, he got the opportunity because Noah Gibb is unable to play this semester due to academic reasons. And it's an opportunity for Cortez to possibly compete for more opportunities next season, as I talked to Des Koyak. So if he plays well, it could be a good opportunity for him next season. Now Killer could not get a shot off. Miller able to keep it at the right point. Around the boards it goes. And now at the left wall. Controlled by Bergen. Poked away. And now the shot scores! So the first shot on goal that Christian Cortez sees goes in. And the Lions have a 1-0 lead. And getting the goal is Demi Politsky. And for Politsky, that's his first point of the season. So that's a tough one for Cortez. Giving up a goal, his first shot on goal, but See if he can regroup here. Cochran now, he puts it back down. So now Martino will play it in his own zone. He'll give it out to Michike. And now Clay, but taken away by Solotis. Now Solotis gains a lot. His shot blocked. Now Allhart. Now moves and shoots and scores! So now Sam Kaplan makes it 2-0. And I got a feel for Christian Cortez as he comes in cold, and the Lions able to take advantage, and now they have a 2-0 lead. So the Lions have 2 goals in 36 seconds by Politsky and Kaplan. So the face-off is just outside of the TCNJ zone. As Bergen out to Michike. Now Michike shot. Deflected and it goes wide. Brandon poked away, and now that's the puck. But it's taken away by Cochran. And Hennigan tried to clear it, and the Honda's able to keep it in.
TCNJ goals are 129, Sam Kaplan. Aces goes number 36, Mike Soltis, and number 14, Aaron Carroll. Temperatures 424 in the second period.
So for the second goal, be Kaplan from Solosis and Allhart at 15:36. As icing was called on the Lions. So it's tough. It has a similar feel to the game back on November the 23rd, whereas Markin played well when he was in the game, and then when he was replaced, that's when the Lions took advantage. A little different situation here tonight. Obviously, they're getting 2 quick goals, just as Cortez came into the net. And now here is Clayton centers. Bergen couldn't get a shot off. Berger trying to get the puck, and the Lions able to get it out. Now here is Owen Logue. Now Logue out to Calabrese at the left point. He's able to keep it in. And now here's Logue. Logue's shot goes wide. Obviously, if you're the Lions, your strategy is to keep shooting out Cortez. See where his confidence is at. So now Martino back out to Etienne. Etienne back at pass to Michike. Michike gains the line. Michike trying to shot, goes wide. And I believe that was slightly off his boards, so that's why play was stopped. The Hunters do win the draw. Martino's shot does not get through. Miller tried to clear it. The Hunters were able to keep it in momentarily, but now the puck rolls all the way back down to their zone, where it's played by Martino. Puck deflected, so play will continue. Schrader moves. Well, I thought he was going to leave it for D'Onofrio. And now Sokolowski has it. Low overskated, but he was able to put it back into the Islanders' zone where it's played by Martino. Now here's Pinkham. Pinkham drop pass. And now Sokolowski has the puck. Sokolowski. His shot goes wide. And now Cochran has it. Cochran. And that save made by Cortez. So be Kaplan, who scored the second goal for the Lions, and Mitch K, he was the draw. And Brady Marco, his shot goes wide. And now Kaplan, trying to center. Kaplan's shot hits the glass, and Brady Marco able to keep it at the right point. Final minute here in the second, as the puck is out of play. Off the tie-up. Now Abadi Barco able to spin by Etienne. Wendland puts it back into the TCNJ zone. And offside will be called on the Lions with 41.5 left to go. Face-off will come at center ice. Rodriguez throws it back in. Now Celia bounces. Rodriguez couldn't handle. Now Wendland in his own zone will bounce it off the boards. And now Miller has it. Miller couldn't get by Clayton. Clayton poked away by Sokolowski. Soltis, I'm sorry. And now here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez shot. Deflected off the stick of Bergen. Final seconds. That shot saved by Cortez. And that will do it for the second period of play.
Top goal for the second period. TCNJ 11 for Trooper 17. NJIT 13 for Trooper 23.
So shots are in the period overall is 23-17 in favor of the Highlanders. In the second period, TCNJ, they had 11 and the Highlanders had 12. So the Highlanders have work to do here in the second intermission, as they will trail by 2 at the end of 2 periods. So we'll see what the Highlanders can do. Right back with the Alvarado analysis as well as second period stats. You're watching NJIT Hockey on YouTube. All right, go VP back here at the RWJ Barnabas Hockey Yell. Sorry about that. With the Lions lead 2-0 over the Hounders. Goals were scored by Polinsky and Kaplan. Shots to goal were 12. 11 in favor of the Hounders. Power plays. TCNJ was over 2. NJIT was also over 2. And now the Alvarado analysis. Patrick Alvarado told me that it was a game where it was no possession, no passing, no extra effort. And really, that was the issue in that second period. Obviously, Cortez came in really nervous and really shaky and let in 2 goals. And overall, like somebody who's playing his first ever college hockey game. So hopefully we'll see if he can settle in. The Hunters are only down by 2, so if they get a goal here early in the third, they may have an opportunity to come back in the game. But we'll see what happens here as the third period is underway. Puck all the way back down. Bergen will swing it around to the left wall. Now played by Martino. Martino in behind, taken away. Now in front is Arhart, but was not able to fire. And now here comes Brandon Clayton on the other end. Bumped off the puck by Abadi Marco. Kaplan will backhand it all the way back down. And now be icing on the Lions. So the face-off is just, it'll be Mitchell K. And so it's just on the draw, and Mitchell K wins the draw. That shot from Martino goes wide. And the Lions able to clear it out to neutral ice. But now Kaplan falls down. Almost pushes that one in front. Now Cochran at the left point. Trying to get to Arhart. And now with the puck is Etienne. Martino now to Bergen. Now back to Martino. Martino moves in. Can't get by the defense. And now Arhart has it for the Lions. Taken away by Wendland. And now in behind now is Cochran. Thrown back in by Martino. Right on goal. And Schrader had to make a save there. Now thrown back in by Abadi Marco. As both teams have completed their change. Now that shot from Miller is deflected off the stick of Marshall. And now Marshall tries to move in, but he's canceled out of the play. I believe that's by Kindler. And now here comes Owen Logue. Logue right in front. A big hit delivered by Martino on Rodriguez in the slot. Now Miller keeps it at the left point. His shot, save made by Cortez. As the rebound was loose, and now he's able to corral it and put it out to neutral ice. And then the Hounders, they make another change. Pick will throw it back in. The Hounders make another change. It's Rodriguez up the left wing. He'll throw it in. Save made by Cortez. The puck loose. Corralled by Bergen. Kept in by the Lions, and now able to get it out is Bergen. Now Bergen, his shot does not get through. And now it's the end. Now Michigan tries to throw it in front, but it was blocked. And now D'Onofrio has the puck. And now D'Onofrio gains the line. Shot saved by Cortez. He bobbles it, but he's able to hang on. So hopefully Cortez making a couple of saves. He's able to settle in a little bit here. Obviously had a very shaky second period, giving up 2 goals early in his appearance when he came in for Elliot Markin. Off the tie up. Now Celia at the left points. And behind now. Kept in by Marco, taken away. And now Clay shot saved by Schrader. And now there's a collision at Brady Marco and Clayton at the end wall. Both players were down. Clayton able to shake it off and go back to the bench. Matty Marco took him a while, but he's able to get up. But obviously, he's favored. He's favored his left side as he will head to the bench. So the faceoff will be just outside of TCNJ zone. 16-11 left to go in the third period. It is still a 2-0 lead for the Lions. Goals were scored by Politsky and Kaplan in the second. Now battle on the wall. Now the puck rolls back into the TCNJ zone where Schrader will leave it. Able to keep it in. Martino, his shot does not get through as it was deflected off of Costco. As the puck is at the left quarter, the left wall. Martino able to keep it in. He'll give it to Pinkham. Pinkham swings it around. Now John. The puck rolls to the left wall. Played by Martino. Pitch it in. Martino sandwiched. Miller tries to clear it, but kept in by the Highlanders once again. This time by Pinkham. So now Sam Kaplan with the puck. Kaplan being defended hard by John. Able to keep it in was Pinkham momentarily. And now TCNJ, they can complain there about that hook on John. So I guess turnabout is fair play. As making the case that NJIT got away with the one there. Face off just outside the line zone. Won by the Highlanders. Martino will throw it back in. D'Onofrio able to throw it back down to neutral ice. Martino will once again put it back into the line zone. Martino's shot does not get through. That's now Cochran. Now that's a shot saved by Schrader. And now Michigan scores! Michigan makes it 2-1. So for Michigan, that's his 16th goal of the season. So let's see what the Islanders can do here. They're now only down by 1. So Michike on senior night comes through. And now Michike shot. Oh, he almost had opportunity for goal number 2 of the night.
NJIT goal scorer number 17, Sal Michigan.
The ice on the Islanders.
The assist goes number 18, Henry Marshall. Time goes 14-10, third period.
So it'll be Michike from Marshall at 5:50. And I talked to Dennis Koyak about all 5 seniors, so I will go to what he said specifically about Sal Michike. He said that he was a very talented player, and he's probably one of the top 10 players in the program. Based off his offensive production, I think he's right about that. So he gets that goal to make it 2-1. And in his career, Sal Michike, that's his 46th goal of the season of his career. As the Highlanders, they complete a change. Etienne shot saved by Schrader. He'll go to that one. So I see John Pickham come on the ice. Dennis Koyak said that of John Pickham. To him, he describes it as devotion to the program, a shutdown player. He does his job and he does not complain. And in his career, John Pickham has 4 goals, 5 assists, and 9 points in 44 games. Here's the aforementioned Pickham. Has the puck. He'll give it to John. Now he'll give it back to Martino in behind. Lovely pass. Almost connected with Bergen. A Bergen shot saved by Schrader. Now Martino will swing it around to the right wall. Now Bergen gains the line. Bergen falls down. His shot does not get through, but it's going to be a penalty coming up against the Lions. And it'll be a slash. So that'd be great. Cochran for slashing at 7:40. So the Highlanders so far 0 for 3 on the power play. Now Martino drops it to Michike. Michike shot, saved by Schrader. Now Martino has it at neutral ice. And now he'll pivot back into his own zone. He will start the rush. So now right circle, he pivots, spins. He'll give it to Bergen at the midpoint. Now Bergen moves in, fans on the shot, puck still loose in the slot, and able to clear it was Kindler. I made 10 left to go to the power play. Michike leaves it for Martino. Martino poked away by Solitis. Solitis poked away by Martino. And now Etienne has it for the Highlanders as he will give it to Martino. Martino cross ice to Michike. Michike tries to lead pass to Bergen, could not connect. And now Etienne able to keep it in. Etienne loses possession of the puck and throw it back down by D'Onofrio. Well, it's taken away by Kaplan. Kaplan will pin it back into the own zone, and it'll clear it back down. And now Wetland as could be the one last chance for the Highlanders on this power play. And now it's Bergen. Could be 3-on-2. Bergen drop pass to Mitchie K. Mitchie K shot blocked. Penalty will expire, so the Highlanders are 0-for-4 in the power play. Now moving it is Clayton. His shot, oh, it goes wide. He had Etienne in front, but could not get it to him. So now Sokolowski will throw it back in. Halfway through the third period, it is a 2-1 game for the Lions. And the only goal in the third period was scored by Sal Mitchie K, his 16th of the season, and his 46th as a Highlander. Sokolowski tries a lead pass, could not connect. Now in behind Wendland, he'll swing it around the right wall. Calabrese has it, he'll throw it in front, but it hits the side of the net. And now played by John. John, Wendland didn't know where it was. The puck shot deflected. Marshall not even clear, kept it by Long. His shot blocked. And the puck goes into the bench of the Highlanders, out of play. With 9:14 left to go. Shots are now 29-21 in favor of the Highlanders. They still trail by 1. Off the tie-up shot, save made. Rodriguez. Not Rodriguez. Cortez made the save. Off the time once again. That's right, Malone, he scores! Owen Long makes it 3-1. Right off the faceoff, that shot coming from the right circle. And he beats Cortez, glove quarter, and it's now 3-1. So Logan gets his 4th goal of the season at 10:53. So the Lions have regained their 2-goal lead once again. And now here's Mitchie K. Mitchie K, his shot. Glove save made by Schrader. He'll hang on. So Mitchie K tried to get that 1-goal deficit. He tried to regain that 1-goal deficit, but Schrader made a big save there. It'll be Kindler and Mitchie K the draw. Berger not able to keep it in, so the Highlanders want to tag up. And now Berger gains the line. And now Mitchie K loses the first shot. It's saved by Schrader. Rebound. That's in. He pushes it wide. And now Cortez, he will leave it for Wendland. Around the left wall, played by Bergen. Bergen tries to outlet to Clayton, could not connect. Now Clayton has the puck, but he couldn't handle. And now here's Mitchie K. Mitchie K moves and shoots. And right on saved by Schrader. So you got to give the Highlanders credit. They're trying to push here. Obviously, that low goal was a bit of a tough break, but they're still trying to push as they have 8:19 to tie the game here. One of the shot goes wide, and I'll get into what Dennis Koyak says about Paul Wendland at the next whistle. So now Sokolowski. He'll skate it in, and then he'll try to put it deep into the Highlanders zone. Miller keeps it in. Miller shot. Glove save made by Cortez. He'll hang on. So what Dennis Sequoiak said about Paul Wendland, he said that he struggled with his grades early on. It was even kicked off of the NJIT, kicked off the NJIT overall, but he came back. He's become a good leader, and he's really matured as a leader of the team. Now Clayton, he cuts in. Clayton, backhander, saved by Schrader. And a slash ability will come up against the Lions. You gotta give him credit. Matthew Schrader, he's been great so far tonight. He's only allowed 1 goal on 33 shots, so he's made 32 saves. And he'll probably be coming in against Miller, who'll go for slashing. So the Highlanders will go on the power play for the 5th time in the game. So the Highlanders will call a timeout. So Miller will go for slashing at 12:19. I see assistant coach Adrian Wong. He's setting up the what they want to do on the power play. And I see the men that will be on the power play for the Highlanders will be Mitch K, Martino, Bergen, Etienne, and Clayton. And now Dennis Koyak, he's also going over what they want to do on that power play. So, another aspect of the game has been the Highlanders' inability to score on the power play. They're so far 0 for 4 on the power play, and this is their 5th opportunity. And really, in recent games, the power play has actually been something that the Highlanders have done well. But not today so far. So nonetheless, obviously a big power play opportunity for the Highlanders to cut into this lead back to 1. All right, so it'll be solo assist and Michigan to draw. The Highlanders do win the draw, but they're not able to handle the puck, and that allows Matty Martin to clear it all the way back down. So Martino will swing, working in behind. All right, now Bergen, he can't get by the defense, and that allows Matty Martin once again to clear the puck down. So 30 seconds have gone by here on the power play. We're over 7 minutes remaining here in the 3rd. The Highlanders trail by 2. They're down 3-1. Now Bergen moves in. Bumped by Kaplan. Now Abadi Marco. And he's able to clear it down. Is there a minute left to go in the power play? Martino will start the rush. Now Martino, his shot. Right on, saved by Schrader, rebound, and he's able to dive on it. 49 seconds remaining on the power play. Off the tie-up. Puck still loose at the left circle. One swings it to Martino, but he couldn't handle it, so it's out of the zone. He'll throw it in. And the puck was deflected off of a blind stick on the bench, so the faceoff will call all the way back down. So Dennis Sequoia talked about Anton Martino. He said that he was a rock. He's been a great leader and a very talented player, and that he wished that he had all 4 years that he's been with the with NJIT. Now Clayton can't get a shot off, and now Wetland's shot goes wide in front. STN shot does not get through, and now Michigan shot goes wide. One of the pitches, and now in behind is STN. STN out to Martino. Martino shot saved by Schrader. STN in front, could not get a shot off. Big drive by Wetland, shot, glove save made by Schrader. So the Highlanders were 0 for 5 on the power play. Now, Abadi Marco has the puck off the draw. And he will throw it down. Getting there first will be Ross shirt. He's being defended by Bergen. And out in front. And Cortez had to make a save there. Able to get it out is John Pickham. Throw back in by Abadi Marco. Pickham bounces off the boards, and now played by Abadi Marco. He'll throw it back in. And now here's Bergen. Bergen in across the line. Pickham sandwich. And now Wetland, big drive, goes wide. And the puck rolls back out to neutral ice. And now, nice play on Wetland to poke it away. Otherwise, D'Onofrio had an opportunity in front. And now the puck rolls back down. That's Miller. Out to Solitis. Solitis shot. Saved by Cortez, the puck pops up in the air. Right now here's Mitch K off that feed from Wetland. Now he moves in, big shot, right on, saved by Schrader. So 3:51 left to go here on senior night. And the last senior I will highlight from Dennis Okoye is Richard Costco. So he's a good shutdown player. He's good at dumping the puck out of the zone, and he's been a good glue guy in the locker room. And now it's his shot, deflected, and it goes in! It somehow went in, and it's now 3-2. Etienne with the shot, it was deflected in front, and it went by Schrader, and now it's 3-2. So we'll see who gets that goal. It deflected over somebody. I don't know if it was a Lion or a Highlander. Regardless of that fact, it is a 3-2 game now. Now Richard got his shot. Saved by, I think it hit that side of the net. And now Martino, his shot deflects. And now Etienne tried to shot, but he failed on it. Now he's able to regain the puck. Now Martino, his shot for the point. Shot save made. So Sal Michke deflected that puck in front. So that's his second of the game, his 17th of the season. Etienne and Wetland got the assist at 16-17. So that makes it 3-2. So I saw Dennis Okoye talk to Cortez. So obviously, they must be now in front of to Clayton. He pushed out wide. And now Bergen shot saved by Schrader. He'll hang on. So as I was saying before, the Highlanders got a couple good scoring chances there. I saw that Dennis Okoye talked to Cortez after that Mitch K's second goal. Obviously gives him instructions on when to head to the bench for the extra attacker. Right now it's 3:07, so maybe in the next 2 minutes, I expect Cortez to head to the bench for the extra attacker. I said waved off. I think the Highlanders they kind of laxed on that one, so I think that's on the players there. You got to make sure that the officials call icing, and they were kind of a little lackadaisical there. So, unfortunately, the Highlanders play will continue. Now, Sultan's shot blocked by Etienne. That stunned him a little bit as he will head to the bench. Let's hope he's okay. Long game and intercept. All right, Charlie goes wide. Don is able to clear out to neutral ice. Now here's Bergen. Bergen's shot saved by Schrader. He'll stick it away. I'm looking at Cortez. He's still in the net for now. And now Miller will get it. Oh, nice keeping by Wetland. Costco was trying to keep it in. He could not. As there were less than 2 minutes left to go in the game, Solis will throw it back down. Cortez will leave it for Wetland. I expect Cortez to head to the bench if the Highlanders can get the puck into the Lion zone. But they can't get it out as Miller is able to kill some time. Now Marshall has it. And now Kindler will throw it back down. Around the boards it goes. And a delay penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Highlanders. And Richard Costco, that's just not a smart penalty to take late in the game where you're down by one. You're trying to get the extra attacker, and now he'll head to the penalty box. And that makes the job even more difficult now for the Highlanders to possibly come back in the game. So Costco, not a good night for senior night for him, as this is his third penalty of the game. So obviously the plan now is for the Highlanders is to get the puck into the Lion zone, and they'll still have to pull Cortez, but that's going to give the Lions even more of an opportunity to put the game away on the empty net. So it'll be Mitch K on the draw. That shot by Miller, stopped by Cortez. He'll hang on. So this is the Lions' fourth power play opportunity, 0 for 3 so far in the game. That shot saved by Cortez. The rebound still loose. He was not able to corral it. So Costco for Borden at 18:33. That shot saved by Cortez. That shot coming from Kindler. Kindler able to regain the puck at the left wall. Now Calabresi in behind. So look at the center. He'll give it to Kindler. Final minute here in the third. Kindler shot deflected out of play. So 55 seconds left to go in the game. So the Highlanders have one more game, and it'll be a big one, probably the biggest one in the program's history in recent memory. They'll face off against Stack. And if they win that game, they will have that final playoff spot in the MCHG playoffs. If they get the game into overtime, they'll also clinch as well. But a loss will put them in real danger as Western Connecticut, if they beat USMA, they will get that last playoff spot. And now it's Bergen. Coming to the bench is Cortez for the SRS Hacker. So now it's a 5-on-5 now. Now here is Martino. Martino has to move as there's less than 25 seconds left to go in the game. Now Michigan loses the possession of the puck, and that puck goes into the empty net, and it goes wide. So Bergen trying to get it to neutralize, he does. And now Solitis trying to go to the empty net. But now here is Martino, 5 seconds left to go. And now a big drive blocked. SCN couldn't get it in, and that will do it. So TCNJ, they will get their second win of the season, and they win the game 3-2. So the Highlanders, their record will go to 8-1. So they will finish with a record of 3-3 in non-MCHC games in the ACHA.
TCNJ 10 for a total of 27. NJIT with 19 for a total of 42.
So TCNJ, their record will go to 2-17, and they win both their games against the Highlanders this season. So a tough loss for the Highlanders, but obviously they have a big game tomorrow night against Stack, and that's even more important than this one. So the 3 stars of the game. The 3rd star will be for the Lions. It will be Owen Logue. He scored the game-winning goal for the Lions. And the 2nd star of the game will be Sal Michikane with 2 goals in the game for the Highlanders. And the 1st star of the game will go to Matthew Schrader, who made 40 saves on 42 shots. So the 3 stars of the game are Logue, Michikane, and Schrader. So we have one more telecast for you tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. We'll face off against the St. Thomas Aquinas Spartans. As I said earlier, a big game for the Highlanders. If they can win that game, they will be in the MCHC playoffs. A loss puts them in a very, very perilous situation. As Western Connecticut, if they beat USMA MMA, they will have that last playoff spot. So our final score once again, TCNJ 3, NJIT 2. So for Victoria Geiger, Patrick Alvarado, this is Kofi PSA. So long for the RWJ Barnabas South Hockey House. We will see you tomorrow afternoon for the last game of the season.